Hi guys, my name is Lamide and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm a digital marketer and a web designer based in Lagos, Nigeria. And I have like 3 years of experience in all of this. So today I'd like to share with you how to pitch yourself as a social media manager or digital marketer for a brand, right? And these tips that I'm giving you are from my personal experience. So I've learned that this is how to get attention of brands so that they would want to hire you as their social media manager. So the first tip that I would like to share is have experience. So you need to have experience, right? So anyone who wants to work with you wants to know that you've worked for another brand or you've been doing this for a while, right? So the first thing is I want you to take about 6 months, of your time to actually work for a brand. So now what you can do is that you can, go to your meet your family members or a friend or your church, just volunteer to manage a page for the period of about 6 months or 1 year. Manage. You can even do like 2 pages, and just work on them. This is just so that you can say that you have experience, right? So that's like the first step. You need to be experienced. So the second tip I'd like to share with you is that you should brand yourself. I say this because as a person, as a digital marketer, you are a brand on your own, right? And you want to show these businesses that you can market them. So how well you market yourself will give them the impression that you can do the same for their business. Do you understand? So if you are as a digital marketer, your presence online is zero. I mean, how do I trust you, right, to manage my brand online, my presence, when you can't even manage your own presence? Do you understand? You can use professional sites like LinkedIn, to just show that, okay, this is what I do. This is, this is what I do. This is where I've worked. These are the courses I've taken. This is you putting yourself in the right position for people that need you to find you. Now, LinkedIn is a very good place where brands come, where CEOs, owners of brands go to. So you want to make sure that they can find you there, and when they find you, you have properly packaged yourself, if I can use the word, for the lack of a better word, right? You have probably packaged yourself very well. The writing, like whatever thing you've been contributing on the page has been positive. You've been sharing articles regarding your job. You've been sharing your opinion on blogs. You're like active, right? So one way I branded myself was that I created an Instagram page where I talk about myself, where I talk about the business, right? So I introduce the page and let everyone know that I'm the owner of the page. And then I come online and I, teach people about marketing. I share branding tips, I share design tips, like everything around what I know. I make sure that I share information every day. And that way, brands started coming to me. Even my family members or my friends that were following me, they were bringing referrals to me because then they had a clear understanding of what I was doing. I literally had to brand myself to that person that can provide these services, right? So that is one thing that you want to do. And as for the portfolio, a portfolio is just a document that is showing that shows everything that you've done, brands that you've worked with, project that you've worked on, shows tells the recruiter about yourself and tells them your experience. It's like it gives more insight about what you can do and what you can offer them. I'm going to drop the link to a sample portfolio document that you can use below in this video, so you can just tweak it and use it to prepare your portfolio. So some people have websites and there's website portfolios. Some people create websites where they put all this information, but you don't have to go the extra mile by getting that domain name and getting a website if you can't afford it, right? But what you can do is that you can use like just like the template I'm sharing with you, a Canva document, and then you have that portfolio in a PDF, and then you present it. You can even use PowerPoint if you're good at using PowerPoint. But now, but this one is a Canva. It's done with Canva, and then it's stored in PDF so that you can share it and people can view it and get more insights about you. Also presentation matters, so the presentation of your portfolio has to look really good. So that's that about portfolio. You know about CVs already, so I don't need to like explain that. Also, your Instagram page can serve as your portfolio as well. So most times when I show people this is my Instagram page, the page I branded, talking about digital marketing and the skills I offer, people just see that, oh well, I manage this page well, and this is what I can do. I know this, they feel like I know about it, so it's easier for them to just hire me. And I even also get clients from that page. So aside from it being like you showcasing yourself, you can connect with people can send you messages. Like where I currently work now, it was a staff of the company that reached out to me on LinkedIn, because he had seen that I had optimized my LinkedIn. I'd already put everything that I was doing on my LinkedIn, and I was also, talking about topics related to my career. So he saw that, this is something that I do, and then he reached out to me and told me about the position, and then I applied and I got the job. You have the digital world to your advantage. You can reach people from places you can't even imagine. So why not harness that to get yourself what you want? Third tip, or the third thing you should do in order to pitch yourself, is to have your results, right? So this is also kind of linked to number 2, which is branding yourself and all those things I mentioned about portfolio. This step, you need to have results. So for the brands that you've worked for in the past, you need to be able to show specifically what you were able to achieve while you were working with them. Even on your CV, it is always good to put it there that this is what I've done. The one thing I want you to know is that many people sending out their CVs to this brand or their portfolio are just putting, oh, this is what I did. They're putting tasks that they did. They're not putting actual results. So one thing that can make you stand out is you putting out like actual results, like numbers. For example, you can put something like, I was able to increase so and so's followers from 1,000 to 10,000 followers, in the period of 6 months. You want to be very specific about what you have done for this brand, so that they can know that, oh wow, this is what somebody did. This was what this person has done in the past, and they would have that strong belief that you can do the same for them as well. For example, in my own portfolio and CV, you will see where I put that I was able to increase this brand's reach from 10% to, by 800%. Those numbers are very, very, very important, because that is what will give them the confidence to come for you, to come, to pick you for the job, right? The last thing, but not the least, is for you to have a personal statement. So when you're pitching to a brand, I want to believe that you are telling them that you want to work with them, you are going to meet them, or maybe they reached out to you and then you want to and then you still have to compete, because most of the time they don't just reach out to one person. You still have to compete with a number of people. So you want to show them why they should pick you for the job and not the other person, right? So one thing you want to have is a personal statement. In this personal statement is just a statement, just like when they say you should write a cover letter when you're applying for jobs. So personal statement is just like saying why you want to do this job for them, why you want to work with them, why you are the best person for the fit. So you want to start off by saying, this is who I am. This personal statement doesn't have to be so long, so bulky. You already have your portfolio with so much information, so you just have to like summarize everything that you do, what you can do, and why you want to work with them. Do you understand? So who are you, what do you do, and why do you want to work with them? That is what should be in your personal statement. So your personal statement can just be, so the reason why you want to work with them should always be something that is of value to them, not always to you. So it can be a mixture of both. You can say because you want to increase your professionalism, or you want to increase your experience, or you want to, maybe you feel like it is time for you to step up and work with a bigger brand, a brand like theirs. But most importantly, you should be able to tell them something very unique about them. So if, for example, if it is like a farm that you want to, maybe you want to manage social media for a farm, you can say that you know how important agriculture is, and you want to, add value to that sector with your skills. Something that will make them feel like, yes, this person is really passionate and she really wants to, add value to us. So you want to look at some of their values and use that to sell yourself to them. Show them that you are in alignment with their values, and that you are really interested in what they are doing, and you want to build something with them. Don't just say like you need, don't let your personal statement just be like, oh, you need a job, you need money, you want to work. No, let it be something that is of value to the brand or to the company. So those are like the tips that I have for you on how you can pitch yourself as a social media manager or digital marketer for a brand. Or should I just name it? I think the name is a bit off, so maybe it should be how to prove that you are the one for the job. Do you understand? For a recap, I said have experience, brand yourself, have results, show results, right? All this should be in your portfolio and your CV. If you check the templates, you see spots for that. Have a personal statement. I'd like to end with this. If you are pitching to brands, pitching to people to work with, do not give up. You can send the best personal statements, send the best portfolios, and for whatever reasons they might not just reach out to you, or they might not just pick you. It's not because you're not good enough. It's maybe because there are so many factors. Like one person that I spoke to the last time, they had already hired somebody before I reached out. Some people, maybe they can't afford you, maybe after speaking to you or checking your rates, they just can't. Don't stop. Don't let it discourage you. Keep trying, keep pitching, and you're gonna get the job that you deserve. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you learned from it, even though my points were a little bit here and there, manage with me, bear with me. Please share this video, like, drop your comments, ask me questions, and follow me on Instagram as well at italkbranding. Subscribe. I'm new to this, so thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.